See how she leans her cheek upon her hand. Oh, that I were glove upon that hand, that I might touch that cheek.
God bless us, everyone!
Those were the famous lines from the movies that we will be talking about in this vlog. Hello, my name is Crystal Shinobicoy and welcome to my vlog. As you've seen in the two clips that were shown, this vlog is all about the two movies, which are Romeo and Juliet and A Christmas Carol. We will be talking about their differences from their novels. Now, let's begin with a summary. So let's begin with Romeo and Juliet. It is a tragic love story in which the two major characters, Romeo and Juliet, are sworn rivals who fall in love. They are unable to be together due to families' ongoing conflict, so they killed themselves since they are unable to live with being apart from one another. Let's move on to the difference between the movie and the novel. I have 8 spotted differences in the movie versus the novel, but I will make it quick and simple. Number 1. In the intro, there is no tournament that was called by the prince in the novel, but it is in the movie. Number 2. In the novel, Romeo was moping in the grove of sycamores, but in the movie, he was chiseling a statue. Number 3. The movie did not show the ladder which Romeo has used to climb into Juliet's window for their wedding night. Number 4. In the movie, Tybalt has sent a letter for Romeo and it was maybe a letter for duel, but in the novel, they only encountered Tybalt. Number 5. The bearer of the letter for Romeo, which is Friar John, was not confined in a quarantine house like in the novel, but he was aiding a sick child in the movie. Number 6. In the movie, Romeo did not encounter Paris scattering flowers on Juliet's grave like in the novel. Number 7. Juliet was awakened before Romeo was dead, and they even kissed, unlike the novel, where Juliet only saw Romeo lying dead already. Number 8. In the novel, Romeo's mother died from a heart attack after learning the banishment of Romeo, but in the movie, she was alive and even mourning at the funeral. My thoughts about the movie Romeo and Juliet is that the movie was fantastic in showing how much Romeo and Juliet loves each other. Even if it's the first time meeting each other, it feels like they are fated and they have met each other in their past lives as they fell in love almost immediately. The story was not just about how they love each other, but it is also about forgiving and loving thy enemy. Because of pride, they are driven to despise each other's family. If they have known that it is possible to love their enemy, would they be in peace? Possibly not, as they have pride that keeps them from thinking about that possibility. The movie screams too late, but not yet too late. Too late to save the couple, but not too late to forgive each other. Let's move on to the movie A Christmas Carol. The story of Ebenezer Scrooge, an elderly miser who is visited by the ghost of his former business partner, Jacob Marley, and the ghosts of Christmas past, present, and yet to come, is told in A Christmas Carol. Scrooge is turned into a nicer, gentler guy as a result of their visits. I have 3 spotted differences in the movie versus the novel of A Christmas Carol. Number 1. In the intro of the movie, the scene was at Jacob Marley's funeral, but in the novel, it was immediately 7 years after the death of Jacob Marley. Number 2. In the novel, Scrooge and the ghost of Christmas past visited the happy family of Belle, his ex-fiancée, but in the movie, they did not visit the family of Belle, but instead, the ghost of Christmas past shows familiar faces making Scrooge scared. Number 3. In the movie, there was a chase scene with the ghost of Christmas yet to come, and it was not stated in the novel. My thoughts in the movie is that the movie is more like the Grinch movie, a self-centered guy who has a bad experience on Christmas Day. So Scrooge and the Grinch are alike in so many ways. But nevertheless, the movie was an awakening to cold hearts and is also wholesome in a way. I love the movie as it can make audiences realize how blessed we are by living in the moment and not pushing blessings for later, unlike Scrooge. So this movie has lessons in them, making it worthwhile to watch. Thank you for staying with me, and that would be all.